me get my phone back in the right. Oh, okay. Let me get my phone back in the right position. Sorry, guys. I don't know what in the world was going on. I like literally couldn't go live. I don't know what was happening here. So let me just try to figure this out, guys. Hold on. Hey, Antonia. How are you? I'm sorry about all the moving. I'm just trying to get my camera right and make sure that you guys can see. Okay, so again, guys, thank you so much. I am doing my daughter's hair for back to school style, and so we're doing some jumbo knotless today. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna go live for it and take it from there. So guys, just bear with me, please bear with me, because my daughter has very long hair. As you can see, I will try to like back up some so that you guys have even a better view. Yeah, I'll stay back here. Um, yeah. So you guys can see my daughter has very long hair. And so we are doing these jumbo knotless braids. And let me just pull up my phone, my other phone, so that I can see your comments. My daughter's going to read me the comments. Yes. Yes, Jaden. My daughter is very bougie, y'all. So she's already asking for her hot chocolate, you know, frozen hot chocolate. um, so yeah, in a second, I'm going to have her read some of the comments. So let me just figure out how do I get to it from over here, and then we will be good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Tampa, Florida. Wow. So what's the weather like for you guys? So I'm gonna have you hold that, Jaden. Just don't do anything, and please don't move, because y'all know my table is broke. It literally fell in my last live. So, but yeah. So guys, I'm gonna just let me grab my daughter her drink really quick, and then we can get started. You literally don't have to do anything besides just read the comments when they come in, okay? So, you know, guys, us moms, the job is never ever done, right? Never done. Oh, let me get my drink too.
I only asked for mine because I didn't want it to melt.
Right. So have your kids gone back to school already? Like what's been the status for everybody? My daughter's gonna start tomorrow. So that's why we decided to do a little back to school style. This is her first time ever even having hair added. So it's kind of a big thing in our household right now, to be honest, because my husband and I were not really like really big on adding hair to her hair and everything, because you know she's only 11, so you know we try to keep things very, you know, juvenile for her. But she's going to be going into middle school, and so I said, okay, well maybe we can give it a little try. So that's that. And I'm just going to give a little disclaimer, guys. I am really funny about my parts. So if you guys really think I'm taking a long time doing the parting, I really did try to like have her hair completely pre-parted.
Someone said, "Mom, that's very sweet." And Mom said,
Yeah, she finally wore me down, y'all. She wore me down to get these knotless box braids. So I said, well, they are going to be jumbo, okay? I'm not sitting here all day you know, doing a bunch of tiny braids, especially on my, so-called day off. So, yeah, I'm just trying not to shake the table, babe. I know, but my table is broken. I don't want it to fall. I know the last time, so I went live on Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. And I can't remember. I can't even remember the style I did. Oh, it was the Goddess Box Braids. And so a couple people were like, oh, you're taking so long for the partying and all of that. So I'm not gonna apologize because I just care about the partying.
Someone
So
says, yes, they went back August 18th here. Yesterday was her first day back in 10 days. She has allergies, but time they show improvement symptoms. They weren't coming back in 10 days.
okay. Oh, well, I'm glad she said she was able to go back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad she was able to go back. Yeah, it's really been like it's been hard for us parents. You know what I'm saying? Like for the school year and the kids being out and being in and being out and you know, it's just a difficult thing when you are trying to work and you are trying to, maintain your household and you are trying to do so many things and you're, not used to the kids being home and it's a lot. But you know what, parents, we really have done a wonderful job, I think, with all the transitioning that we've had to do. And same for the kids. I mean, they've had to really, really transition quite a lot, And I think that with all the adjustments that they've had to go through and make, I think that we're all doing the absolute best that we can. So, yeah, I was telling my daughter, I said, man, she really, hold on, honey. I know, but hold on, honey. See, this is real, y'all. This is this is real. Um, but yeah, we've all had to do a lot of adjusting, and I think that we've all have just been really doing the best that we absolutely can do. So kudos to all the parents who have had to just switch and move and be adaptable.
Someone says it's that the only daughter niece and the other one is Grace from NY.
Yes, this is my only daughter. Um, she's 11 and she's going to be going into the 6th grade. And so in our area, we didn't have a middle school. Well, we had a middle school, but like in the district we lived in, we didn't have a middle school. And so they built a new school. And so now, instead of the high school going from 7th through 12th, the high school is going to go like 6th, 7th, 8th, and then the new school will be like 10th, 11th, and 12th. So she's going into middle school. I can't believe it. The time just really, really flies by. And what was the New York Times?
It said nice from NY, and then someone said a bunch of plastic fans, and then they said congrats, young lady.
Oh. Oh, Chelsea's on here. Yeah, okay. I know Chelsea. She's in my Facebook group, honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. She's in the Facebook group.
I should have a hot chocolate.
Yeah. I know, but you just have to deal with it. Yeah. So we're just continuing getting ready. We have to do a little shopping later. I think I have like a business call later.
Believe
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching your live for the first time. This is nice.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I actually just really started going live, guys. I'm very shy, y'all. Um, so it's hard for me, to go live. I kind of like that comfort of being able to, edit my video and any little mistakes or anything like that. I'm used to just kind of being able to edit it and you know, when you're live, you literally, you can't do that. But you know, I'm all about being transparent, and that's what my channel is about, is, you know, being transparent as well. So I'm gonna really try to start going live a little bit more on YouTube.
He said, "You're welcome," and then she said, "Yes, I'm aware."
Oh. Ooh, honey, this hair. So do you guys, like everybody that's on here, are you guys all braiders or aspiring braiders, or you just like braid videos? I know Bree, I know you're a braider. I know that, obviously. Bree, I think we have a discovery call coming up soon. I'm so excited. So excited for that. If y'all see my daughter keep shivering, she's cold.
Your daughter's hair looks like mine. And then another one said, "Markel Clemens, I love when you go live. I'm trying to catch your lives in the group. I mean a lot." And then, "Yes, I'm trying to learn how to do my nails stuff."
Okay, hey Markel.
And then the other one is bigger.
Yes, Markel, I always see your name on a live, and I just appreciate it so much, because it's nerve-wracking going live, guys. You're like, oh my God, what if nobody even shows up? But you know what? I'm just learning that if you have something that you want to share, then it's about sharing. It's not about how many people get on and, you know, all that stuff. I mean, yes, it's nice when you have participation and all of that, but, you know, I'm just trying to get a little bit more comfortable with doing it in various places. But like the lives that we do in the Facebook group, those are like very special and like intimate lives. I love going live in our Facebook group. I feel like we have a lot of fun, and because we're like so close, it's kind of like we know each other, you know? So I'm comfortable there, but YouTube, I'm like, ooh. But
One of them says, "Hi." I think
go ahead, baby, just read it.
and then
Jaden, Jaden, why you do Jaden, why you do that voice? Hi, sweetie. Jaden, I cannot read it like that.
Marcel said, "Most of the time when you go live, I'm braiding clients' hair. I'll sit my phone down while I'm working and just listen." And then
Cool.
Chelsea says, "We sure do. Excited is the word." She's like,
Oh,
"I
yes.
was on your site and some insight on prices and saw
Wait, I'm getting someone insight on the
the on
Oh,
prices
on prices and saw the discovery call. Yes. Yes. So that discovery call, I like to do that discovery call because I know, like, when it comes to coaching programs and stuff like that, you know, people kind of want to understand what is really involved and what do they really like get out of it. So definitely I encourage anybody to, you know, book that discovery call, and we can talk, and I can like reassure you, you know, that I can help you really take that step from braider to boss. You know, there's a lot that's involved, and you know, in the journey of being a braider and just business period. And there's things that, you know, that we have to learn to represent our brands the best way possible. So, you know, book that discovery call. It's free. Um, and then we can go from there, and we can see like how I can, you know, help you going forward, you know. Who's interested in like starting a YouTube channel or you know, creating more for YouTube? Yeah, I tried to go live before, but I don't know what happened. I'm still like new to, going live on YouTube. So I kind of just turn my phone on and go. Like, I don't know a lot yet. But I'll learn as I go along myself,
I went to when I was scared and my girls fuss at me all the time.
Oh, I understand. Markel, let me tell you. Honestly, I was petrified to start a YouTube channel. Like, my husband was telling me over and over, like, just turn the camera on. Just turn the camera on. Just record yourself. And I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want to. I just want to braid. I'm just trying to be in the background. Like, I'm just trying to do my thing, and that's it. Like, I am not trying to, like, quote unquote, put my stuff out before the world. And you know what? Once I did it, it was crazy. It was so crazy. It was such a wonderful feeling to just record myself. And guys, I think my daughter might even remember this. So remember when I did those faux locks of Beyonce's hair for the very first time? I didn't even have a tripod yet, I don't think. And I literally, I don't know if I had a tripod or not, or maybe I didn't realize I had it. I don't know. My daughter, that's what it was. My daughter was literally holding my phone. And she was probably like 8 at the time. And she was holding the phone, and we weren't even holding the phone in the right direction, because, like, for YouTube, you got to hold your phone horizontally. And for Instagram, it's like more of a vertical base. But literally, guys, we were holding the phone vertical. It was the wrong way. Like, it was crazy. But you know what? That video, even the first video, ended up still doing numbers. Like, it had, I think, maybe over 20,000 views. Not right away, but, yeah, over time, it definitely, picked up. So.
Chelsea says that I'm leaving out for y'all with the muscle and that I'm watching.
I love Chelsea.
Ashley says hi, and then Chelsea says hi, Ashley. And then she said,
Oh, is this Ashley from Saturday? That came on our last Saturday?
and then she said hi, hey Chelsea, and then she said I actually did, and then she said awesome. I saw a few members say, did you make the post? Yes, ma'am, that's me. Yes, that's me.
Okay. Hey, Ashley. Thank you for joining us. And I think you did come into the group, too. Hold on 1 second, Jay. Bree, you're saying you saw a few members in the group? A few new members in the group? Because I think we did have a few new members this week. And because I was looking, I was like, oh my God, we're almost at 500 members. And it didn't even dawn on me that the group has, like, grown so much. But no, I haven't made a post. If you're talking about like a welcome post, I'll get one out on Friday. That way it'll capture anybody else who joined this week. You okay, Jay?
Yeah.
Alright, where is that? Have you guys? So I have been using this brush. It's supposed to be like that Detangler brush. It's this brush here. Make sure that you guys can see it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's this brush here. It has like the backing part here, like where it opens up. So I've been using this like even on the synthetic hair and on my daughter's hair, and I have to say I kind of like how it works. I mean, you kind of have to like get it into the hair for it to really detangle, but I think it works pretty good.
Ashley says I have nice, beautiful long hair.
Oh, don't tell her thank you, honey.
Thank you.
So I tried to get a grilled cheese from Dunkin', y'all.
Chelsea
should have eaten it.
She said, Ashley said, does the brush work? Because I'm actually thinking of purchasing it. And Chelsea said, yes. I know someone said it was her first day of Cosmo school, and the other member introduced herself. She posted the pictures of her French braids on the mannequin. Aw, that's your daughter.
Sorry, y'all.
I think it.
No, because I didn't. I should have ate it when I first got it. Okay, wait, hold on, baby. Let me get caught up. My daughter is quick, y'all. She is quick with everything. Like, I cannot keep up with her. She, whoo. Okay, so let me just catch up real quick. Yes, so I think her name is Ariane. She said that it was her first day at cosmetology school. So I was so excited to see that. I actually did respond to her. And what else? Oh, and then the lady that showed those French braids. I was telling her, like, man, you really could, like, that could be your, like, wow factor, you know, because a lot of braiders, including myself, are not really able to French braid. So that's really dope that she's able to French braid, and she does it so well. Like, oh my gosh, I was so impressed. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that her French braids look like that. Hey, Latasha.
Oh, and so
I'm glad you joined. You told me in the group that you would, so thank you.
Jalen said I need to get my hair braided, and then he asked what kind of gel is that and where can I get it? And then Natasha said, you're welcome.
Okay, guys, again, I really just always use Shine and Jam. Hold on, I'll just show it to you real quick. So, this is the Shine and Jam that I use. I just use the yellow one. I know that an orange one just came out. I'm really excited to try that. I need to just order it and, like, hurry up and order it. But yeah, I just use the yellow Shine and Jam. I pretty much use all the Shine and Jam products. I use the Shine and Jam, hey baby. I use the Shine and Jam mousse, the Shine and Jam oil sheen. So yeah, today guys, I have my table like wedged in between the chair and my rack because my table is missing a wheel. And so it's unstable, so it literally like can fall right over anytime. So
Mom, do we have the top to do now? Or is it like one more roll?
we have 2 more rows after this. Let me see. When you have clients with hair as long and thick as your daughter's, do you have to add as much hair? Not really. So guys, I'm not even gonna hold you. My daughter's hair is very, very thick. So, and with me doing the size that I'm doing them in, is very difficult for me to get the knotless, like, you know, as whatever as I would want to. But I have been doing multiple methods, and that's only because like I'm doing my daughter's hair, so I could really like play around and experiment to kind of see, you know, what is really working best. So I will say this though, I really haven't added more than 3 pieces. So I'm gonna turn her slightly, just a little bit so you guys can see. And I pre-part of this, guys, but like sometimes even when you pre-part, you still have to let me just move my table just a smidge, baby.
That's my hair?
Yeah. Who else's hair is it? No. Let me just pin that off a little bit. But yeah, I haven't added more than 3 pieces. But I'm not gonna hold you guys, like, this is not easy. This is, it's a lot of hair to try to like really get nice and sleek and, all of that. So, and like I said, it's pre-parted, but just because you pre-part doesn't mean that you're not gonna go back and clean it up. And then I also like to make sure that the ends are like very detangled. One of the things that my clients have often commended me on, or not even commended me, I won't make it about me, but one of the common feedbacks that I get is that when they took out their hair wasn't knotted. And I really think it's because I take the time to comb the product all the way through from root to tip, because I do like for the hair, one, to be moisturized, and for two, I like it to be very, very smooth. So you could see that with a small tooth comb as small as this, let me just clean it out a little bit. You could see with the small tooth comb as small as this, with all her hair, you would be thinking that like a whole lot of hair is coming out. And you can see, guys, and I mean, this is a little gross, but I just want to show you for real that this is all that's been coming out from me running the comb through her hair. And you see all the hair that she has. So that's nothing. That's really like nothing. And you can see that I can literally run this small tooth comb right through. So, without any major snaps. So, somebody had said like, oh, I combed the hair 17 times before I started. But it's like, I want to make sure that it's smooth and not tangled at all, because my daughter's hair gets easily tangled. Yes,
Is there such thing as like overcombing or overbrushing your hair?
yes. That's called over manipulation. And for people who are trying to go on a natural hair journey, for people who are trying to go like, go natural and stuff like that, they say that they try not to over manipulate the hair. And that's why styles like this, just say your head like that for me, baby. That's why styles like this are very helpful, because it leaves them to not have to comb or brush their hair for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that means. That's a great question, baby. Great question, baby.
I know someone said, Natasha said, they said thank you. And then Dream Chaser, Q17 says, hey Queen, I talk to you a lot.
Oh, cool. Hey.
And then Dom's Week says,
Hey, Doms. I know Doms. Doms in the group.
hey,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know my ladies. Because we literally, we're in the group every day, and we're posting work. And guys, I just really want to say, like, yous are killing it. Yous are really, really killing it. I see your work. I see your progress. I see the come up, like, and it's just from the time you guys joined the group to the stuff that yous are putting out now, there has been like major advancements. So good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, good for y'all. I'm so proud of you guys. So, okay, so I know Dream Chaser said that she had finally caught a live. We're just doing Jumbo Knotless today, and if you had any questions, feel free to ask your questions. I mean, I'm just really just kind of just kicking it with you guys, but I always say that if there's any questions that I can answer, I do try my best at least. And guys, I don't know the answer to everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a braider, just like all of us. So there's a lot that I have to learn too, but whatever I have learned, I'm always willing to share. So for those of you who don't know, we have been concentrating on social media September. And so what that basically means is that I've just been like really trying to focus on, showing you different ways of how to approach your social media as a braider. So if you guys have any questions about that, I'd love to talk about, social media and posting and, all of that.
Someone does have a question on your clients. It says, any tips on clients whose hair is short and they don't come blow dry?
Oh, wait, hold on. First of all, I gotta say, hey, Tina. She's in the group too, Jay.
Who's Tina?
Her name is Christina, but we call her Tina. So, yeah. So, hey, girl, hey. Yes. I actually still run into this. So, here's the one thing that I suggest, and I think I'm really gonna start doing it myself. And I know she just had a question, so hold that question right there, Jay, okay? So I actually still run into this myself. And to be honest, the first thing I would say is make sure that you have it on your website that they need to come with their hair blow dried. That's number one, is to have it on your website or your booking site. Then number two, you have to assess a price for that blowout. So if you're using a booking site, you can use the blowout service as an add-on. Then here's the part I'm getting ready to do, because I'm still noticing that some of my clients are not booking that blowout portion, and when they get here, I still have to blow their hair out. And for me, I'm getting ready to assess an extra fee. So in other words, I charge $10 for a blowout, right? Before the service, which is rather low, but I just try to keep it, whatever. What I'm getting ready to do is that if they don't book that blowout and they come and I have to blow it out, I'm going to charge $25. Because now you're adding an extra service on that I wasn't expecting to do, and now you're adding time to the appointment, which is then running me into my other appointments. And being that I service the number of clients I service in a month, my appointments typically are back to back. So sometimes it's like I can have an 8:30 to 12, and then a 12:15 to this time, and then a whatever. And if I have to add 30 minutes on because you didn't tell me from the jump when you booked your appointment, or you didn't book it when you booked your appointment, now you're running into my next client. And so I'm basically going to say that if you did not book it and I have to blow your hair out, I'm charging an extra $25 onto the appointment automatically. And see how that works. But that's how I think I'm going to combat that issue.
Okay, the next question is, I've been trying to learn how to underhand braid like how you are doing it. It seems so good. And
Hold on, baby. Let me go. I've been trying to learn how to underhand braid like you did, Virginia.
so
Flip it to me. So, okay. So, it's one of those things. It's such a good question. So let me just think. It's such a good comment. Here's the thing. So, I don't know how I learned how to braid two ways, because it was probably by accident. So hold on, guys. I'm going to turn her so that you guys can see from this angle. But Jay, I have to keep my table locked in here because I don't want it to fall, okay? There we go. So that should be good, guys. All right. So let me see if I can move this up a little bit. All right. Yeah, that looks good, guys. Okay. So when you say underhanded, right, you're talking about this position, right? I know some people braid from this position. when I braid from this position for like knotless, that position with my wrist being up like this, it it it's, I don't want to say it hurts, but I feel the strain from it. So when I turn down this way, I just feel like I have more control that way. But both ways work. So I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions or need me to explain that again, just let me know.
Okay, one person said, Natasha said, how to post content when you only have a few clients.
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit the thing. Okay. Who said that?
Natasha.
Latasha. Do you follow me on Instagram? Because I actually just made a post a couple of days ago talking about how to stretch your.
She said yes.
Okay, perfect. So go back on that post because I literally broke it down on how to stretch your content when you only have a few clients. And so what I did was I showed you how you could get 5 days worth of posts from just one style. Don't touch any buttons, babe. That's that was basically, that would be my suggestion. So, and let's just talk about it. It might be helpful for somebody else. Let's say I'm doing this set of knotless, right? And maybe, maybe she's my only client. Or maybe she's one of only a few clients that I have, let's say. Well, what I can do is I could show a picture of her hair before, and then I can take a picture and I can do an after. That would be one piece of content. Then, if I was doing a color combo in her hair, I could show just that color combo that I'm doing, and that could be, sorry, baby, and that could be a piece of content. Then, let me see, what else could we do? I could set my phone up, and just like I'm getting ready to do this braid, this one braid, I could record myself doing just that one braid. And now that's like a third piece of content. So then I can take a boomerang of one braid, right, up and down, back and forth or whatever, post that in my story, and now that's another, stop that. And then that's another piece of content. So there's multiple ways that you could get content from just one style. And then that can kind of stretch your content until you get to the next client. You know what I'm saying?
So I had a lot of my pictures before. I see your posts and before the live with Natasha.
Let me see, baby. Where you at, honey?
I don't know if it's the same name or not, but it's different.
Yeah, it's a different name, but where you at? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a lot of my pictures before I seen her post and before the live with Latasha. The quality of pictures isn't that great, so I haven't posted, LOL. Okay, and I understand that too. But here's the thing. We all have to start somewhere. And so if you were to scroll back to the beginning of, to my Instagram, when I first started posting pictures, you would see that my pictures then look nothing like how they look now. And so I just say you have to start somewhere, because, and here's the beauty of just starting where you are. 6 months from now, you could have so much improvement. You could have gotten a ring light. You could have gotten a backdrop. You could have, went to a couple braid classes. Like, there's so many ways that you could have improved on yourself. And then that makes for even more content, because now you can go back and be like, where it started and how it's going. But if you don't have a starting point, you're never going to have a place of reference to look back to see how far that God's actually brought you in your journey. So, I know that it's intimidating, because there's so many people that just seem like they have it all together on Instagram. And especially like braiding has definitely become more of a saturated niche, but it's all good because everybody brings their own thing to the table. So, even if they're not all that, I would say find a way and post them anyway. And if you need some advice, or you want some feedback, just post them in the Facebook group and we can kind of, give you some feedback so that you know what to do better for the next time. Okay?
Um, Archie says, I have box braids and I will be. And Natasha said, yes,
The intimidation, yeah.
But okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I skipped one.
That's okay. Let me see.
He said, and that's still fair. I know a braider that charges $50 if you don't select out one.
Oh, the blowout. Yeah. No, because that's real. Like, that is real, guys. I mean, when you have your stuff set up, and these are the things that I want to work with you one-on-one within the coaching program. So these are the things that really, really make a difference. You're working on time schedules, guys, and your stuff is timed out, and you want to be able to start your client's hair and be done with your client's hair when you say that you're going to be, when you say that you're going to be. So when you have somebody that's not following your guidelines, it can make it difficult. But here's the thing: a person can't break a guideline that doesn't exist. So that's why it's the responsibility on us as braiders to make sure that we have our pricing and policies in place. And I can help you with that in the coaching program. And I do have some spots for September still open. So if anybody is interested in that, you can go on neeklyn.com and you can go under the book section, and you can just take a look at my booking, and you'll see a section that says work with me, and you can take a look into that and see if that's something that you want to invest in, and really take your journey to the next level. Getting tired, Pill?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, we're almost done.
And a second, I'm to go bathroom.
Probably not. See, now you see firsthand what everybody else. You know what? I let you wear my jacket, and now I'm getting gel all over it. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna just try to work like on this side, because I don't want to have to like turn the camera and all that stuff. But anybody else have any social media questions? That's really been on my heart this month. Ooh, girl. Mama. We're getting there, kid. And can you guys still see pretty good? I don't want to... There we go. Let me just turn that. Sorry if you feel a little snagged, baby. But we just have so much hair. So I'm just going to go with this one right here. That's the beauty, too, of pre-parting. You can kind of go in wherever you want and start your braid. And this is also sometimes what takes me time. A lot of my clients have really long hair. I don't know what that is, but a lot of my clients have long hair. And so, that does take into account your prep and, you know, how you do it. So that's the beauty of going live, because you guys can see that it's not always a speed game, guys. It's not always about how fast you could get done and how many clients you could get in a day. To me, and I think I had said this once before, it's all about a repeat client for me. Like, it's the clients that keep coming back that keep me afloat. You know what I'm saying? It's not the one-offs that, you know, they just heard about you and, you know, just wanted to see what the hype is about, and, you know, they get their hair done and then they don't come back again, or, you know, whatever the case may be. When you guys build those clients that come back every single month and, you know, spend money with you every single month, those are the clients that are really going to keep your business afloat. So it's not always about speed and about this and about that. It's just about retention and keeping your client and learning how to give them a quality style without, you know, just trying to rush. Does anybody need to see me do it the other way? I can do it the other way if you want to see me hold my hands a different way. But I'll wait on y'all. If y'all are good, I'm gonna keep doing it the way.
Someone says that hair must be hydrated?
Hereditary.
Hereditary, LOL. You have a clean, nice size cup too.
Oh, Bree, girl, thank you. My hair has definitely has gotten like thinner over the years, but you know, if I brush it out good enough and all that stuff, I can, you know, I got a little something. But today I was like, you know, I'm gonna rock me a ponytail today. Cause, you know, sometimes as braiders, we don't do anything for ourselves, you know? So I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying these last 2 days to, you know, make sure that I look presentable too, because you are representing your brand. And that's something that I have to work on, because, like, you know, I definitely, as a braider, you know, you want to be comfortable. You don't, you know, we're on our feet all day and stuff like that. But it don't mean that we can't, you know, can't keep it cute. What styles do you guys have today?
Oh, wait. Someone says, it's one of the,
Okay, that's okay, baby. Just tell me what they said.
where are you located?
Kingston, Pennsylvania.
There's more than one Kingston.
Well, there's a Kingston, Jamaica.
Someone said, Chelsea says, it seems like I've been flying through Shiner Jams lately. How many jars do you go through in a day?
Oh,
And then she says, Kingston.
yeah. Ooh, how many jars do I go through in a day? Well, I guess that really depends. But trust me, Shine and Jam is easy to go through. Very easy to go through. So I would probably say I almost had a full jar probably when we started. So yeah, I would say we probably could have went through almost a jar throughout the, you know, the whole style.
How many
Yeah, we're starting to kind of go through now pretty good. So sometimes for me, guys, it's the parting that takes long. And I don't know about like your kids, but like, well, for one, my daughter, I gotta like move her head a million times. Um, and you know, with the length of her hair and everything, there's a lot of prep work I have to do for my daughter's hair. Like, we had to wash it. Well, she washed it, but she had like leave-in conditioner in it. So, you know, we had to rinse out the leave-in conditioner. Then I had to go through and blow dry it. Then from there, I had, you know, before you blow dry it, I had to, you know, go through and completely detangle it. Then I sat and parted it all out, the whole entire head. And for some reason, you know, and I think that's a lot with kids. My daughter has one of those like moving scalps in a sense, to where I can part her hair and it can be straight as could be, and I could go back and that part is not what I did with it. So, you know, I'd be sitting here forever if I was really just trying to get every single one of her parts straight. Now, if it was one of my clients, I mean, yes, would I probably put a little bit more to it? I probably would. Like, even looking at her hair right now, I probably, like, so this row that's underneath here, I probably could have brought this down a little bit and made it a little bit more even so that the boxes would be a little more the same size. But, you know, it's all good. You know, she's just a kid and I'm not gonna, you know, overdo it. But that's just me. I mean, they're okay. They're still brick laid, but I probably could have stretched this row down a little bit. But I think it's just a braider's eye. I don't think anybody else would be like, oh, you know, you should have done X, Y, Z. And there's probably people that'll still say that, but you know, it's all good. I think she's just happy to, you know, have had this style to go back to school with. So we're just making our way around, guys. What's your favorite style to do?
Oh,
Hold on, baby. My daughter has no patience when it comes to me braiding her hair. She says, I have to part perfect. I tell her parting makes the style and it's what catches other people. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I love doing knotless too. And Markel, seriously, like my daughter has no patience either. Like I know that she has been ready to get up out of this chair for a minute now. But she's going to be so excited when it's actually, you know, completely finished. She's going to be so excited. I already know it. So if I were to take out this row and try to readjust these parts, man, oh my gosh, I would never hear the end of it. She'd be like, Mom, really? Mom, it's fine. All right, hold on, boo. Just give me just a couple more minutes. But as long as they're brick laid, for me, that kind of, you know, like helps them be filled in, and it's a little bit more disguising, you know. Can you guys still see? I can turn her if you guys want me to turn her a little bit. Here, let me start just working towards this side. You know. So that's one of those things too, guys. Even with pre-parting, you know, sometimes you might not really see what the part is actually going to look like until you start doing the braids. So, you know, it is helpful, but you can still, I don't know, if you're a person like me, I'm just not always satisfied. That's just me. You know, I always want it to be like better and better. So, you know, now I know that when I do these again, because I honestly, I haven't really done jumbo knotless all that much. Just gonna turn it a little bit, baby. I'm gonna put your head like this. Thank you. So what do you think, Jay? What do you think about the experience? You wanted them, do you feel like it's worth it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it says, how many clients do you aim for a day? Do you slowly evolve and
Ooh, good question. So my daughter goes to a camp and she's out. I have to pick her up by 6 o'clock. So I have no choice but to be done by that time because I have to pick her up. So what I do is it really just depends on what the person is booking. So for one, I would always say to start your day early. Um, so no later than like 9:30. If you can, if you are able to start earlier than that and it doesn't disrupt, you know, your family dynamic, then I would say maybe start at 8, but no later than 9:30. And then from there, like, so let's say I have, okay, so the other day I had 3 three 2 feet in braids. And then the mom got 5 feet in braids. And they got there at 9:30 and I finished at 3:30. So that was a 6-hour day with 4 clients. Um, and that's kind of how my day goes. You know, I'm typically done around 3:30, 4 o'clock, because I need that time to be able to get home, you know, or even work on some stuff for social media before my daughter gets home, then pick her up, get dinner done, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I would say start around 9:30, and maybe depending on, and then also depending on the style. Now, if I do a medium set of knotless, I'm only doing one for the day.
Okay. Chelsea says, I like boxing, but not how long it takes me. I'm slowly falling in love with freedom. The adding here, one by one, is just
Yeah.
enough.
And that's good. I mean, there's so many different styles, guys, that we could get familiar with now. So it's like you could really, you know, allow yourself to experience the different styles. So like when I first started braiding, there were 2 things that I didn't offer off the bat. Well, 3. I did not offer dread services, still don't offer dread services. I did not offer box braids at all in any form. I mean, nobody was doing knotless then, but I didn't offer even traditional box braids, and I didn't offer crochet. Those were the 3 things that I was like, okay, I'm not offering, I'm not comfortable with. But let me tell you, as I started to do them, I really got comfortable with them. And honestly, guys, that's the beauty. And I think I say this all the time, but that is the beauty of us being braiders. Not only do we get to determine our hours and determine our time, we get to determine what styles it is that we're going to offer. And as we get better at a style and as we master a thing or master a certain style, we can be a specialist in that area. You know what I'm saying? So if there's somebody who really just loves knotless and doesn't enjoy feed-ins, then master those knotless, get them down, have your systems down and all of that, because you can be a braider that specifically does knotless only or specializes in knotless. And when you do that, you can set your prices the way that you want, because you're going to be like the person that it's like, yo, if you want knotless, go to so-and-so. You know what I mean? And I know a couple braiders. I'm friends with a braider on Instagram, and all she really does is knotless, but y'all, she's killing it. She's killing it, and she has a system down, and it's like really, really a great system that she has. And I'm sure she makes a lot of money because knotless are not cheap.
I was just saying, how does it booking site work? For example, if someone books me and not this, don't you say automatic cut off for the day since it's their style of picking?
Yes. So that is the beauty of Acuity Scheduling. And Bree and the rest of the girls that are in the group, they're probably like, oh God, here she goes about Acuity. Because they know I love Acuity Scheduling. And with Acuity, and I'm sure with any other booking sites too, but I'm just mainly familiar with Acuity Scheduling. What you do is you put your availability in. So for example, I would put in that on this day, I'm available from 9:30 to 3:30, which is a 6-hour time frame, right? 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 2:30, 3:30. Yes, sorry guys. If you guys don't know, sometimes I'm terrible with numbers, so don't judge. But that's a 6-hour time frame. So if I have a knotless style, like let's say I offer large knotless, and I say that large knotless takes me 5.5 hours, right? When a person books that 5.5 hour slot, y'all see me clapping? I'm over here like, when a person books that 5.5 hour slot, that's going to take up all of your day, all but 30 minutes. And if you don't have a style on your site that can be done in 30 minutes, then nobody else is going to be able to book an appointment. So it does work in that sense where everything is timed out and they do all the math and calculations for you. All you have to do is put in the hours that you want to work. Okay, baby, like that. Because I know you want me to try to get them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? No? No? Okay. All right, y'all. No, I be trying, y'all. I be trying, but my baby be like, no. Okay. So I can only say bussin' for food. Okay. Edges on fleek? Is that no? No? Okay. Huh? Okay. Y'all, I be trying to stay up with the little kids slang, but mom is corny, you know how that goes. So what do people say about their edges now? Oh, they look nice? Oh, see, I be trying too hard. Okay, so we trying to get these edges looking nice. Oh, Latasha, you coming for me? She said we don't say fleek anymore. Oh, guys, I am so terrible with this. It's not even funny. I be trying though. I be trying. Oh, she said she's asking. Well, according to my 11-year-old daughter, fleek is not popular anymore. Girl, I wouldn't know. I be trying though. Okay. I didn't know you put it back on. No, don't do that, babe, because you're gonna make your drink fall.
She said, Chelsea said, with the rock emojis, no keep right girl, every day someone is telling me to switch around.
Yeah. I just, because doesn't, and I don't know if I'm, what you call it or not, but does Style Seat make you pay per client transaction? Is that how Style Seat works? And here's the other thing, guys, that I wanted to just say really quick. And, you know, obviously this is live, you know, this is not sponsored by Acuity or, you know, anything like that. But one of the things that I know about these booking websites is sometimes what they do is they are good for getting you new clientele, but sometimes once a client books with you and they go back on to book, and I don't know about Style Seek, so like I said, I'm just saying, but I know some of them, like they could push them into your competition. So let's say, you know, you're a braider and Sally down the street is a braider, and a person came to book with you, and now like that website knows their scheduling wants or whatever the case may be. Let's say they go to book with you and you're not available or something like that, they might recommend the next person. And not that you don't want other people to do well, but you want your booking website, if you're paying for a booking website, you want that website to be working for you, not pushing your clients, you know, into the arms of someone else, or into the hands, should I say, of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So what I love about Acuity is that it does not do that. You can set up your calendar, you put your availability in for the month, you can collect your deposits. It works well with other booking platforms. I mean, not other booking platforms, guys, but it integrates well. And what I mean by that is you may want to have a website later. Like, let's say you start building on. So, for example, I didn't start off with a website, I just had my Acuity, which is a booking site, and there's a difference. On your website, you can do other things. With your booking site, it's all going to be booking related. But when I wanted to have a website, because I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was able to tell people who I was, and I wanted like a contact form, like if people wanted to email me, I wanted to be able to collect emails, and I wanted to sell my digital products. I needed a website. So it was nice that I was able to integrate my booking site right into my website. So there's going to be things that you may want to do later on, and Acuity does pair well with other things that you may need, like an email service, email software, and you know, things like that. That's a little bit advanced, guys, but you know, if that's information that you are, you know, interested in, just let me know.
He said, what advice do you have about giving for making a braid look like at the start?
Where is it again?
What advice do you have about for giving, for like
Making the braid tight at the
Yeah.
start? Oh, okay. Hold on. I can try to turn her and you can see. Hold on one second. All right, guys. I got to readjust here, so just bear with me.
Want me to stand up?
No. Well, go ahead. You can stand up for a second, Jay. Like I said, bear with me. I'm doing my daughter's hair, and of course, she gonna act like, you know, this is so much for her.
Ooh. Okay.
Can you sit down? You done?
Still didn't let me go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, Jaden.
Thank you.
All right, sorry guys. I'm on her time. All right, so I'll just explain while I wait for her. She had to go to the bathroom, so I'll just try to explain. When I start the top of the knotless braid, I hold on, y'all. Let me grab my broom too real quick, because I can be trying to sweep up a little bit. I could be trying to sweep up a little bit while she's in the bathroom. But yeah, while I'm doing my knotless, the first thing I do is split the hair in 3 at the top. You probably are wondering, like, why would that make a difference? But it really does. It really does make a difference to split the hair in 3. And, well, I'm just trying to sneak up and I'm dragging hair with me. So yeah, I would start off doing that. And then once she sits down, I can show you the rest. What's your favorite way to set up your hair for knotless braids? I kind of keep switching back and forth. Like sometimes I lay it out, sometimes I put it on my rack. Okay, hold on, Jay. Let me help you out, baby. Because, sorry, it's so tight in here the way I have everything set up. But, okay, I'm going to need to swivel. Jaden, turn around.
That's like the fifth time.
Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. So let me turn her a little bit without my table tipping over. Can we still see? Let me put this up a little bit. There we go. Here, actually, I'm gonna put it over here. Huh? No. Here. Okay. That makes so much sense. Now as a okay. I love when it recommends it shows me the stylist, but that makes sense as the braider side. See? Exactly. Exactly. My father-in-law made me a swivel rack with 4 sides, and I used that to separate the pieces of hair. Cool. Cool. No, Jaden, I can handle that. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some lighting over here. Hopefully. All right. So y'all can still see good. Is it still bright enough? Yeah, it still looks pretty good. I have a privacy thing on my phone that my husband bought me. And to be honest, guys, I can't really see my screen that well anymore. So I don't know if it's still looking bright or not, but I hope it is. So let's jump into it, guys. So here. All right. So I'm gelling her base. And here's another tip for getting it really good at the root. I don't just do the top. I like to go under the whole thing, right? So then I'm going to kind of just comb through the base. I'm going to try not to comb too much, y'all, because I don't want nobody coming for me. But even if you do, oh well. And there we go. So see, I had to fix that little part right there. Now, baby, don't move because I don't want my table to fall. Trying to pin it there. And I have you turn your head like this. And then let me pull this up too. So guys, I don't really like much around. I like the area that I'm going to work in to be really like clean. Okay? And keep in mind too, when you are doing knotless on long hair or whatever, you really need to comb and make sure that the whole piece is smooth. Even if the hair is not long, even when you're working with like a 4C texture here, I don't really care the texture, but it does need to, you know, be combed through. Okay. Now, when I was saying that I split it in 3, I split the hair in 3 equal sections, right? Because this is going to help me start the base of my braid, right? Okay. Now, the person who asked the question, how do you braid? Do you braid like this? Or do you braid the like knuckles down? Which way do you braid? I want to know that before I start the braid. So that I'm doing it the right way that you braid. The first way. Okay, no problem. Okay. So you braid this way, right? Now, here is strand 1. Oh, Markel braids the first way too. Okay, cool. Here's strand 1 on the furthest left. In the middle is strand 2. On the right is strand 3. Okay? Latasha also braids the first way. Okay, cool. Now, with this, I'm always going to bring in strand 1, I'm bringing that strand in first, okay? So I got my hair, I'm planted on the head. I'm gonna take the pointer on my right hand and I'm coming under to grab strand number 1. Now I just grabbed strand number 1. Now I need to come under again to get strand 3, okay? Make sense so far, guys? Now I'm going to take a piece of the braiding hair, slip it underneath my thumb and pointer, making sure I'm keeping a consistent grip, and continue to braid. Smoothing out anything that I need to smooth out. Okay? Now I'm going to add another piece of hair. And again, I'm going to continue to make my braid movements. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to add another piece of hair and do a braid movement. And now guys, you can continue or you can turn. At this point, it's more comfortable for me to turn. And I just make sure that I'm still combing her hair and the braiding hair together because my daughter's hair does not match the texture of this braiding hair, okay? And now I'm going to continue with my braid down. Any questions, and does anybody need to see that again? And guys, there is so many ways that you can do knotless. I know people that they don't even start off with hair. They start braiding the client's natural hair and then start adding. Do you have a video showing how you add the hair with the braid? Honestly, hon, I probably do. But if that's something that you need to see, I can show you on the next braid. Just stay with me and I'll show you on the next braid because I know I really didn't add a piece during the braid down. So I can show you a couple different ways. You can always see where you add the hair. Okay, no worries, hon. I can help you with that. That's a common braid issue, especially in the beginning. So don't think that you're falling behind or that you're not doing it as good as the next one or, you know, whatever the case may be. That's just a common braid issue. We've all been there. So that's no problem, and I can help you. Or I can just show you how I do it. Oh yeah, I'm really starting to see, guys, and I'll show you where I'm talking about because it's all good. I want you guys to see that there's always ways that you can become better. There's always ways that, you know, you're always going to look at your work and evaluate your work. So to me, this row here, I feel like I could have maybe, when I parted, I feel like I could have come down just a little bit lower, and I think that that would have evened out this row and this row. So that's just me. Everybody else probably thinks it's fine, but if I did her hair in this style again, it's something that I would pay more attention to. It's just a little bit that I could have taken, maybe about that much, that could have made a little bit of a difference. For me, guys. But I love being able to come to those realizations because it makes me want to do it better. It makes me want to try even harder. So here's a good piece right here. Okay, turn turn your head, baby? I'm gonna need you to turn your whole body.
Like,
Turn your whole body that way. Yep. Good.
see, if I was on the couch at home,
Well, you're not.
I would have put my head back and went to sleep.
All right. Speaking of, y'all, I gotta open another thing of Shine and Jam right now.
Nah,
Yep. See? I'm opening a brand new Shine and Jam. And sometimes too, like, you know, I commend people that like do these jumbo ones in like 2 hours, you know? I'm like, oh my goodness, how? Like how? I'm just, even myself, like I just haven't got there yet. And I use a wide tooth comb. But then again, I probably do steps that some people won't do. So, you know, I just always have to remember that that's what
yeah, Mom, I know.
makes me different, you know? And we all have things that make us different.
When my mom does her hair, her mom does it like this. But then when Shanti goes to get her hair done, she tells me that her hair doesn't take that long because her, like, the stylist doesn't, like, her stylist just washes it and then blow dries it, and then they just get right to parting her braids. They don't like do this.
Always not even
They don't do this, like, they comb it.
right.
They literally just get right to braiding. And that's why when she takes her braids out, she has like a pack of gel. Like
Right.
dried up
That's a good point,
gel.
Amy. So that's another thing. Like, let me just put this on. All right, turn your head, honey. All right, so turn your head. Well, that's good. She's so silly, y'all. Okay, there it is. So on this one, guys, I'll show you how we're going to add the hair in once we get a little further down.
There we go.
But the point that my daughter was making is that when her friend gets her hair done, because they don't comb the product through, when she takes it out, she ends up with this like a lot of product buildup at the root. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to change my hands, and I'm like, ah. Okay. Because I know that you guys mainly braid like this, so I'm gonna try to do it the way that you guys braid.
I don't understand how you guys can do this and not less. And I don't understand the way that you guys are doing it so it's not less.
So I'm still just adding my pieces, guys. But I do have to turn my hands here. Now, I'm going to show you. Do you guys braid like this? Or do you braid like this, where you're pushing the hair behind? So let me know, one or two. First wave or the second wave?
I braid too.
First wave was like this. Second wave was like that.
I think.
Okay, so somebody says one and Markel says push the hair behind. Okay, so I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to start with number one. So number one is like this. Now, you want to add a piece of hair, right? Key to doing that is, like if I use this strand right here, this strand is probably too big, guys. Just a little bit too big. I'm going to split this in half because you don't want the strand to be bigger than where you are adding it under, right? So that's number one. This is for the first wave. I'll show you again with the second wave. I'm going to take this piece of hair, and can you guys see my thumb here? Jaden, don't do that, please. I'm going to slip this hair. I'm trying to turn the braid so that you can see it as good as possible, but I'm going to slip the hair right in between there, right? Now, this strand is gonna align here, and this strand is gonna align with the piece underneath. And I'm just going to continue to braid, right? And so you guys can see that it's seamless. Now I'm gonna do it again because I didn't really like. Well, it's not, and I don't like to do it too tight around there, Jaden.
Oh.
I can do it tighter if you want.
Well, I don't know if it hurts or not. What?
Okay. So let me do this again. And let me even the braid out so I can show you even better.
I don't even feel like I have braids in my hair.
Guys, I get so particular, and it was probably fine, and I hope that makes sense, but sometimes when you're trying to show a thing, it doesn't always go the way that you want. Okay, so again, I'm just adding that hair right underneath, and I'm going to continue to braid, okay? So there was that. Now, if you do it the second way, where you push the hair behind, on here. And let me just even out the braid a little bit, guys. Because sometimes your braid can get off balance. If you push the hair behind, it's kind of going to be the same thing. Now, I'm going to take a small piece. Again, I'm not going to add too big of a piece. The hair that's behind my pointer and the hair that's sitting over the pointer, I'm going to slip it under the hair that's on top of my pointer, okay? And I hope you guys can see this good. But here is the piece of hair that's on top of my pointer. So let me see. Markel, can you see that? Push, pinch, yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide that right underneath this piece that's hanging here. I'm gonna hold it now here. And now this piece here that's towards the left, I'm going to hold it with that piece and then push, pinch behind, push, pinch behind, push, and pinch behind. Okay? So guys, if you guys need to see a closer bit of that, I can do it again on the next braid because I can't really add any more to this braid. It's going to make it too long.
Oh, it won't make it too big. It'll make it too long.
Both. It can do both. It can make it too long and it can make it too big.
Okay.
And since this one is closer up here, I don't want too much weight hanging from your edges. Yeah.
Like, Mom, I can't barely feel the braids on my hair.
That's how knotless are, honey.
Like with if I got boxed, I probably would have felt all these braids.
That's the whole point of knotless. They're supposed to be light and pretty much like tensionless. So you're not really supposed to feel them.
Did you ever get knotless?
No.
Okay, so I can't ask you. I was gonna ask you, like, so if I get knotless, I know one, I have to wrap it. I don't know how I wrap like the whole braid. Unless I keep these out.
They have like long braid caps.
Well, don't we have these out?
If we have time, honey, I have a meeting. I didn't expect to take this long today. Okay. The video was a tad blurry. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix the camera a little bit. Sorry about that. Let me see. Maybe I can wipe my screen down because it could have gotten. Okay, turn your head, please. I'm sorry, I'm literally wiping my screen
The
down.
way you're wiping it.
So, Rhonda, is that better? And Jay, can you hand me the charger? I just want to make sure that the black one. I just want to make sure that the phone doesn't die. Oh, it came out the wall, honey. Can you? Okay, good. Rhonda said that's much better. Okay, cool. Oh, and look at that. My battery was just about to be on like 20%, so I just was able to put my charger in. Okay, so let's do another one, guys. Well, we almost done.
You want me to turn the water on?
No, Jay. I'm trying to tell y'all, my daughter, she really is like a step ahead of me, man. All the time. And do you guys want to see me finish this file or no? Because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know we've been live for a little while now, so, you know, I don't want to.
I didn't enjoy it.
Hmm?
I didn't enjoy it.
You've been enjoying hearing me talk? Oh, that's nice. Y'all, she just wants something from the mall. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was nice.
You still have that mannequin at the house, Mom?
I was thinking.
Or, like, I think her name is Sam.
Oh, Miss Rhonda said, what a cutie.
Thank you.
Thank you. She says thank you as well. Miss Rhonda, do you braid as well, or? So for those of you who are joining the live, we are doing jumbo knotless we're doing. Oh my gosh, I can't even think. I'm tired, y'all. We are doing jumbo knotless. This is my beautiful daughter, Jaden. And so stop shaking, buddy. She goes to school tomorrow, first day of school. So, you know, she wanted mom to get her hair, you know, right and tight. I don't know the right word to say because clearly I don't know the newest kids lingo, you know. She told me on fleek ain't a thing no more, y'all. So, you know, parent to parents, you know, you got babies, on fleek is not a thing anymore, according to my baby. But yeah, we're just doing some jumbo knotless. We've been going over some different techniques as far as adding the hair goes and just a lot of different things. You guys had really, really awesome questions. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you spending this time with us. Because this is what we do. This is, you know, this is our area. This is our little bonding time together from time to time where we'll sit and, you know, do a nice style and, you know, whatever. So it's been nice to just share this time with you guys. We've also been talking about some social media things. On my other social media platforms, we have been doing social media September. And so we've just been talking about how to, you know, post consistently even when your clientele isn't there. So if you guys have any questions on that, check me out on Instagram because I have really been posting some really great tips on how to, you know, stretch your content when you don't have the clientele just yet. So that's that. And let me just get back to the questions here. So Ms. Rhonda says, can't seem to get the knotless down. You know, I think every set of knotless is different. I think, you know, everyone has different hair textures. And I think that it just takes some time to really see like what texture needs what. I mean, I pretty much use the same tactics regardless of texture, but I do understand that they do take some time to get down, and they took me a couple of times to get down as well. So, you know, and I'm always still trying to learn. I'm always still trying to, you know, be teachable because I don't claim to just have it all together. Um, so, yeah, I hope that there's something in this knot list that something that's in this knotless tutorial, I hope that you can take away. And if you have any specific questions, um, then please ask them. I'm here for you guys, and I'm here to answer any questions that you have.
Mom,
Yes, honey.
what? So, you know how, like, Eco, you don't want to use because it has alcohol in it?
Yeah.
Like, so what? I know Shine Grid's a good product and Eco is a bad.
Well, it's not that
not
Eco's
a
a
bad-
bad product.
yeah,
It's just that it can be very drying, and I think that there's other products that we can use to get you that same result.
Yeah,
with it
I
being
know.
a little bit less harsh on your hair.
I was gonna say like Shine Jam, Eco's in the middle, and then Gorilla Snot is like at the end because Kiki used that and it like got her all flaky and
Right.
hard. So I was like,
Wait, excuse me for 1 second. Let me interrupt you for 1 second. My friend Bree said, laid and slayed. She said, is that hip enough, Jaden?
I think that's good.
You think that's good? Okay, y'all, that is Jaden approved. That is Jaden approved. Let's see. Someone says, how do you know how much hair to add? It's really a feeling for me, guys, and I wish that I could tell you like, oh, every time you do knotless, add 3 pieces. Because honestly, I might add different. Oh, you're so pretty. I might add different pieces to each braid. Because sometimes like hair densities are different in different areas of the head. So like my daughter, for example, in the front, her hair has always been a little bit shorter in the front, and it's always been a little bit finer in the front than it is in the back. So in the back, I may not have to add that many pieces, but when I get to the front, I may have to add a couple more pieces to match the I can't even talk, guys, to match the density in the back, if that makes sense. So you kind of just have to know and get a feel for the hair and use your other braids as guides to help you, you know, keep the same consistency throughout the style. Just want to make sure I get it all the way through.
I thought when the lady asked this question, I thought you were gonna say like on like the not the texture of the hair, but like the texture and how much hair they have.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like you just kind of have to feel it. But I will say, just to give a number, you know, if that is something that's helpful, I would say that somewhere in between 3 to 5 pieces is probably what I would add to the hair. So like this would count as 1. This piece I just added, that would be 1, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and add another piece. So this would be the second piece. Then I'm going to add a third piece. And that kind of feels about right. And then I'm going to add a 4th piece here just to kind of maintain the length. But as far as the density goes, that feels about right. And then I'm just going to go ahead
Maya, she got the
and braid the rest down.
Maya, she got like I think for
And I'm still tucking. I'm sorry, honey. Just hold on 1 second. I'm still tucking, even though I'm braiding the hair even though her hair is the same color, I'm still going to try to tuck her hair because that does protect the shaft of the hair as well as the ends of the hair. So if you guys see me kind of still pushing her hair behind, I'm just doing that as an additional protective measure for her braid.
The Maya, she got her hair dyed. I think it was like by her mom's friend, and her mom said she doesn't want her to get her hair done again by her because like it was like those, I don't know if it was feeding braids, but it was like some braids in the front and then braids like these in the back. And then like the front of her braids, they went from small to big, then to small again.
Yeah, well that's what this next question is about. So Jaden, you're bringing up very good points. So the next question is, how do you avoid the hair from thinning out too much once you pass their real hair? And so I think that the answer to that is to add, I think the answer to that is that you have to add enough braiding hair. So if I were to just add one piece of hair at the top and never added another piece as I went down, then her hair would start off big, and then what would happen is because I didn't balance it out with the braiding hair, then it's going to just drop down because I didn't add enough hair to keep the braid consistent. So you can see, even if you like look at this braid here, I don't know if I can zoom it in, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, I can zoom it in. Okay, hold on, baby. There we go. So I just zoomed it in, guys. Is this blurry or is it okay? So you can see that this is pretty much consistent all the way through, okay? So you can see that, and that's because I'm making sure that I add enough pieces to the hair, or to the braid, should I say, okay? And I'm not saying that every braid is perfect, guys, but I'm saying for the most part, you can see the consistency from root to tip, okay? So let me just lower her chair a moment, because now I'm getting to the last few at the top. Shout out to y'all who've been rocking with us this whole time, because we've been on live for a minute, right?
We've been on live for like 2 hours.
Okay. So, ooh.
I think my favorite part is gonna be when we put this on.
Oh, sure.
It's gonna be nice and cold.
Okay,
And then
so,
we'll go outside. The wind is going
oh,
down.
it's blurry. Okay, let me zoom back out, guys. I thought that maybe, just maybe, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I thought that maybe I could zoom out a bit. I mean, zoom in a little bit and you guys have a closer view. But I'm still getting used to this whole live stuff to myself, guys. So thank you so much for bearing with me. All right. And let me see if I can move it back over here. Let me.
I don't feel it.
Why?
I'm not used to having it.
Okay.
I feel like the last time my hair was this long was when I was like 5. Cause I remember when you
Okay, I'm gonna turn it.
And it went down here.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys can see. Oh, thank you. You guys are so kind. I'm telling you. People think that there's like not nice people in the world, and I really feel like a lot of times it's really just about the energy that you like give out and that you give off, and how you respect others and things like that, because there really are still really nice people in the world. So thank you guys just for being so kind to myself and to my daughter, and really, like I said, just kind of spending this time, you know, with us.
Mama, the water.
Okay, baby, I can get it, okay? All right, guys. So what do you guys think? I'm going to leave this up to y'all. You guys can help me finish the style. Right now, I have it parted off as 4 braids. Do you think I should make it 6 or keep it 4? So I'm going to wait for some of those comments to come in while I get the water ready. Even though it's too soon, but I'm just doing it to appease my daughter.
Okay.
Wait, sit down.
Sorry. Actually, still not doing. I thought we were waiting because I was going to grab my pocket. Pocket.
Where is it?
I think it's on that chair, where my book bag is. Or just bring my whole book bag because it has all my pockets in it. Pocket.
Anybody vote yet? I want to see what you guys think. Should we leave it as 4 or make it 6?
If we do 6, will they be smaller?
Four. Okay, Markel, thank you. Markel said do 4, girl. Okay.
Yay.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, because I did this style before, but I did it on an adult, and okay, head back, baby. I did it on an adult, and I had 6 here, but you know, my daughter's head is probably a little smaller than hers, so I really probably could get away with just doing 4. So, makes it easier on me, easier on her. Guys, let's knock out these 4 braids
Then we do our crazy
and
things.
get on with the day.
You hear me now?
What'd you say, honey?
I said then we do our crazy things.
Do our praise dance? Yes. Yes.
I just realized how long that gray has been sitting there.
What?
That gray.
Oh, that gray hair? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a while.
Oh. Okay, so 2 other people said 6, Jaden. What do you think?
6 or 4.
Okay, so, all right. So here's what I'll do. I'll just part it in 6 just to show you what it would look like. Now, 6 would hold better. I ain't even gonna hold you. 6 would hold better.
Does that mean it stays in longer?
Yeah.
Then do 6.
Okay, you guys got me. I think we are gonna do 6. Cause now looking at it, split up. Yeah. Oh. Woo. Markel, I thought we was out of here, girl. All right, so then I'll do 6. Oh, they said it's blurry again. No.
We need that to come from your phone.
I don't know why. I'm trying to bring the light over a little bit more, but I don't know. Hold on, I'll wipe it down again. I don't know why it's getting blurry, but
Don't have no gel or anything on.
I know I haven't been touching it either, but I guess sometimes just maybe since it's been recording for so long,
It gets blurry.
yeah, maybe it gets a little bit blurry.
Mommy, do you think if we do this style again, do you think triangular parts will be hard to do?
Jaden, I ain't even thinking about the next time, okay? I'm trying to get through this one. With all this hair you got, girl.
It's not my fault.
No, it's not. And it's not a bad thing. Okay. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll do 6. You guys are definitely right with that. We'll do 6. Okay.
You're almost there.
We're still almost there, boo. But you know what? You'll be happy in the long run.
Because I'll be able to keep it in longer.
Yeah.
At least I'm
Because
not.
that's the other thing, guys. Did you guys know that knotless don't always last very long? I don't know if you guys know that. They're very nice, but well, let me put it this way. They can last, but they don't hold as good as like traditional box braids. And that's one thing I always communicate to my clients, because I want them to understand that, you know, just because it looks pretty and sleek and, you know, all of that, you have to know what style does what. Okay?
So if you get like the medium, like if you get them smaller or bigger, which one will hold better? Small or big?
Let's see. Some questions. Do you ever notice clients come back for edge retouches for knotless? Now, I have to say, I haven't had any clients ask for a retouch. I think I might have had one in the very beginning when I first started doing knotless. I think I had maybe one person come back and ask for a retouch. But no, because to be honest, I don't offer small knotless, and you really only see those retouches come into play. You only see those retouches come into play when you have like the smaller knotless. And so because I don't even offer them, I don't normally get those retouch requests. Yeah, Desiree, we're going to go ahead and do 6.
Cool if you were able to bite one of them on and you kept like stitching it out.
Yeah, I can do that on Facebook. So my daughter was saying like it would be nice if we could like go live together. And I think, I'm sure you could probably do it on YouTube as well. But I think that on, I know for sure on Facebook.
Oh,
you could do
before?
that. Yeah, I went live with Miss Latasha last week. So Miss Latasha Starr and I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but I just love her. She's awesome. She's another braider. She's out of Texas. And her and I did a live in the Facebook group, Hair Hustle Hope Collective. We did a live talking about how to make great content for your social media. Hello, I see we're still getting some people coming on.
The last 5 braids. Oh dang, the one is done.
Okay, there we go. So we are back, guys. I'm so sorry. Just give it a second. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry. My phone, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but somehow the call still got through. And so it interrupted the live. So I do apologize. I see we do still have some people on. So I'm going to just keep going with her last few braids here. Hold on, honey. I'm trying to part it, and you're moving it all over the place.
I'm sorry. It was itching out of my knees.
All right. So, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and get going. If no one has any other questions, I don't want to end the live without, you know, at least, you know, making sure that everybody's good. So we'll give it a couple more minutes. I'll do this braid, see where we're at. Nobody has any questions. I'm going to go ahead and finish her hair so that we can go ahead and get back to our day as well. And I hope that somebody found this helpful. I certainly enjoy going live. I'm learning to enjoy going live, so. Or does anybody want to see the finished style? I don't want to, like I said, I just don't want to keep anybody too long. I know we've been on for a while now, so.
It's been 3 hours now.
No, I don't think so.
Totally going 2 hours. People probably do this thing on like live for 3 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I love Braided Up.
Shake it up.
I really, really love her, and she always goes live on YouTube, guys. And man, like I just give it to her because she just is so diligent, like about her content and about just going live and just like kind of like not caring and just being confident in what she does. So that is so motivating to me, especially because like I'm such an overthinker. But we're almost done though.
We got 4 more minutes for this one.
So I'm just gonna kind of let you guys listen to the music that's playing, and if anybody has any questions, just feel free. I'm not gonna do too much talking, but if you have any questions, I am still watching for comments. I just want to go ahead and start pressing to get through the rest of the style.
You want me to watch the comments?
Can you do it?
Yes.
I'm all caught up on the comments, I think. So.
Yeah, you are. I thought
Yeah, no, I put that there, honey, because my phone rang and it interrupted the live. So. If you guys are just joining, we are just doing some Jumbo Knotless, and we're actually almost finished. So, but we've been, answering some questions. My daughter had some great questions. People that jumped on had some really great questions. So, if you guys missed anything or you still, have anything, just let me know. No, I think that's just the resolution on that phone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my old phone, so when I look at it from my camera, like from my phone, What are some other, are there any other topics or anything that you guys would want to see live? If you have a topic that you would like to talk about live or something like that, or, maybe a style that you would like to see live. Because I definitely am going to start going live more on my channel, so. Beat-ins. Oh, what kind? Like stitch?
He says, like I said, I enjoy them, but I add too much or too little sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, Bree, that was like one of the hardest things for me to learn when it came to stitch braids. Like for real. That was probably one of the hardest things. I mean, to just feed ins, period, but especially stitch braids. Because in the beginning, I was like adding so much hair. And then when I really started watching different things, it was like, wait a minute, you're not adding all that much hair, you know? So,
Just regular feeding.
yeah, okay. That's cool. I would love to do that.
My hair?
No?
Oh.
But my daughter stayed trying to, you know, why, you know, I think it's so true. It's like your kids really are like, you know, little broke best friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, I'm not calling her broke because I don't speak that over her, but but you know, they're like our little pre-rich best friends. Have you ever seen that? I love that saying. There's a lady on Instagram. Her name is Ellie Talks Money, and she always says, "I'm not, you know, you're not broke. You're pre-rich." And I just think that is so true. So I ain't calling my baby broke, but they like our little pre-rich best friends.
Oh, that feels so good.
Mhm. All right, so guys, I'm coming over to the other side now. I hope I look okay.
Mom, they can't even see your face.
Well, you know,
You're shy.
I'm shy. I am a little shy.
If we're done before 4:14, I mean 4:25, that'll be good.
You got somewhere to be, Jay?
No, I'm saying because we're supposed to be done at 2.
I know, but when you go live, honey,
And you were still trying to shoot a reel.
yeah, we were doing a lot. We were doing a lot of like social media stuff. So I had started a reel,
Which is still like
which we still have to finish. So once we're done with the style, we have to finish our reel for Instagram. So I'm excited about it though, because I think it's really gonna be, good. So
my friend kept telling me like whenever I smile, like the corner of my eye, she said like that's like a natural wing. She said like if you ever put makeup on and you want to do that wing, it's like it's not gonna be that hard for me because I have like that natural wing in the corner of my eye.
I'm so glad y'all said 6, because I'm telling you, I didn't. Just trying to get through this style, y'all. I might have messed around and
They
did
probably
4.
would have been too big.
And I think it would have been,
Humongous.
I think it would have been too big. Oh, my baby. Sorry. Jaden, you are so dramatic.
No, I'm not. When we go to GAR, right? Oh, just
Jaden, please.
What?
Don't forget, okay? So just relax. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Almost done. Anybody else?
It says,
Oh,
where
Daddy's
did you get
on.
that hair at? Daddy!
My husband actually got it for me. There's a place on Instagram, and they might even be on Amazon, called the Hair Easel.
That's amazing. Too long. Take it out.
Babe, is the live blurry or is it okay?
He said, yep, you're right.
Oh! Oh. So my husband literally is like right next door to us. And
Then he said, no, it's not real.
okay, cool. So he's literally right next door to us. He's a barber. His YouTube page is Concise the Barber Guy. So if y'all wanna, you know, subscribe to his channel as well, just to show love and support, y'all go ahead and do that. He really puts out some fire tutorials, guys. Like, I mean, obviously, like, barbering's not really our thing, but he really does do some nice tutorials. And when you're in the hair industry, it's just good to know about hair, period. Whether it's, you know, barbering, whether it's you know, just the other aspects of hair color and all that stuff. Because trust me, even being a braider, you're gonna run into those other things sometimes. So like for example, when I get like men's box braids and stuff like that, like I need to know like how to keep their line and like, you know, they're very believe me guys, men are very particular about their hairline and stuff like that. Or if they have a paper cut, like I need to know how to like work around that stuff. So don't ever be afraid to get familiar with other parts of our industry, not just the braid industry. Even sometimes like with hair color, like if you've ever braided somebody's hair whose hair is like overly processed, you'll see like how it acts so different when you put like products on it. And oh man, there's just a lot of different things you know we have to know as braiders. It's not just like how to braid. You really do have to know about different hair textures and things like that. So babe, what do you think about her braids so far? Are you okay over there? Because I know he is low-key like...
Nant have said, Jumbo, this is long. Good, but how long is that?
It's the regular length, I mean. Babe, and it's really not even that much longer than her natural hair, honey.
One straight in.
Oh, I thought that was Daddy coming over too. Ooh, 2 left, y'all. 2 left.
Taking off her just the shuffle. They're not gonna let me come in.
So yeah, guys, this is our first time adding hair to her hair. So
I'm scared.
her dad and I are kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, me too. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm
You're not
okay.
gonna chill about it. It's that thing. Take it off.
I'm like okay. You know.
I really thought when I saw the dad smoking.
I did too. I did too.
I know, like, God, I'm going to GR. We have, like, science there. Over there.
What age do you guys think is appropriate, you know, for a kid to have hair added?
Dad, you're not included in this response.
I think Daddy just had a couple clients come in, so he's probably not on anymore.
I feel like Dad's gonna be like 21. See, I can't tell the difference. We added a 2 and a 1B, so I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, I told you, honey, you really weren't going to be able to tell the difference because it's very close in color, and your hair picks up both.
This is a 1B, I can tell. This looks like my natural hair. So does so does the 2. Yeah, I see it. I see my camera do a little shaky.
Yeah.
I like this little.
You better like them all, girl.
But I'm putting out these 2 little first braids. I'm gonna have them out. Like I'm gonna have them in the front while this
Go back.
That's what's wrong with me. I keep letting you, like, not letting you, like, when you're braiding this braid, I keep taking my head down. That's just bothering my shoulder.
Okay. Well, I guess we made it this far, so I might as well wait at least until the end to show the finished style.
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions?
I'm not really sure what a good age. I love how these kid braiders can feed in the hair, and it looks so natural. You can't even tell.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, nowadays, I just feel like every age group is getting braids. You know what I mean?
I know our next door neighbor. I think her 4-year-old. She got knotless. Remember?
Yeah. Oh,
She
yeah.
was like 4.
Yeah. And I think with the onset of knotless and it not being so full of tension and everything, I just feel like, even 2 and 3-year-olds are getting knotless done.
I started added hair in my daughter's hair early too. She wasn't left right in the hair.
Oh.
Mom said it was all the things too.
Yeah, and you know what? Believe it or not, so was she.
What?
Yes, Jaden, you didn't have a lot of hair when you were a baby?
Like Emery?
Well, yeah, kind of.
But I feel like Emery, she couldn't have a lot of hair.
But you know what? Over time, your hair just grew. But I remember, please, you did not have a lot of hair. You had a big bald spot in the back.
Like Jonah's?
And don't move, Jaden, because I don't want you to knock my table over.
Okay. How are you, Jonah?
Okay. Last one. Yay, last one.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna count on that.
Last one, y'all. I know it takes extra time, but again, just brush, comb or brush that, well, really comb the product through. Make sure that even the ends are.
If you brush it, will it be the same?
It just depends on what kind of brush you use. For me, it's just like the Denver brush better with a comb because I can. So let me ask you guys this before we get off the live. How much would you guys charge for this?
How much is your large box braids? You know off the top of your head?
$240.
For large? Oh, never mind.
I think so. But I'm not sure off the top of my
I
head.
thought your large was like in the 100s.
For traditional box braids, they are.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
How much is your large normal box braid?
Like something.
Because if they're one, my friend wants to get box braids done by you. Because her dad said 200 is too expensive for getting it done. I think that's the Dominican or something.
Well, y'all know how I feel about pricing. I think I'm gonna do a video soon all about pricing because you have to get compensated for your hours, that it takes you. I don't care if it's only this amount of braids or it's only this. People are paying for the convenience of it, for them to be able to have their hair in a protective style. They're paying for, your expertise in helping them maintain their natural hair and just a lot of things that go into it. But your time you always have to think about your time being compensated for. That's for me anyway. I know braiders price differently, and I don't knock any braider for how they choose to set up their pricing. And And that's just that. But, you know, it's a lot of work that we do. And so we deserve to be compensated. Oh, the last one, last one. Okay, guys. So I'm not going to stay on to do like the finishing touches because it's the same thing. Like I'm just going to put mousse, dip the ends in hot water. And I have so many videos that if you really wanted to see like how I do the finishing touches, I have so many videos on my channel that you can check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up so that we could do our other stuff for our reels. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. I can be followed at Neek_Lynn on Instagram. Bree and everybody, thank you. If you were from Hair Hustle Hope, thank you so much for spending this time with me, guys. I love y'all and I really appreciate you guys. And I'll be sure to post the final picture in Hair Hustle Hope, and this live will probably remain on my channel. So I'll leave it up for a little bit just so that whoever didn't get a chance to catch it can catch it. But I'll post final pictures in Hair Hustle Hope on Facebook, and I'll post some pictures on Instagram as well. So go ahead, baby, say bye.
Subscribe to her YouTube, follow her Instagram, and her Facebook. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.